Hello everyone, my name is Juana Castilanco and I just want to do the regarding about the um, partnership stores and about the metaphor that they choose. So I'm gonna start with Carol Perez. Carol Perez used the metaphor conscience is a man's compass by Vincent van Gogh. So um, the thing that I understand about her text is she feels like many situations in her life um, give her the conscience for take decisions in a future. So in her text she write about her mom. Her mom worked a lot, so for that reason she didn't pass a lot of time with her kids. So Carol is the middle sister between three siblings. So Carol grew up with a lot of responsibilities. And for example, she took care of her siblings. Um, she fed them, and she direct the task. I mean, and she helped a lot with the task for her siblings. So she can understand she can understand the situation with her mom and about when she was a child, because she was a child too. So she doesn't feel like resentment. She feels proud of her mom because she thinks that kind of things prepare her for maybe a kind of elements that help her in many aspects in her life. And basically she feels all the responsibilities that she have in the past help her to be more cautious about the things that she wants in her future and the things that she wants to do it. So I think of course yes, the conscience is the compass of man, because when you have the conscience for the things, so you are with the expectative of many things that can happen in the future, so you can do that things maybe doesn't happen, or you can do it with the expectative that things can happen. So it's a kind of guide for take a lot of decisions. And I think a kind of represent this metaphor is a kind of responsibility. I mean, the responsibility is it's a quality that the conscience, because when we take decisions and we take the decisions with the responsibility about what will happen in the future. So yes, it's the compass. And another thing is about three three piece that I think she had the coherence in her text with the metaphor, and is she grew up with the knowledge about the responsibility of her mom, like a leadership. So she always know she needs to be like a kind of leadership after her mom. So that is a kind of conscience. Another thing is obviously help with her siblings. It is another way of conscience. And things think about how can happen the things how can happen the things in the future. It's another way of conscience. And the second one metaphor is from Solange de los Santos, and she choose are wash away the soul, the douche everyday life. So she thinks the representation from the art in her life or in the life is a kind of therapy where you can go when you want to clean something, when you want to feel better, and when many things, maybe no a good things can happen in the daily routines. So that maybe it's a kind of the art, it's a kind of fix in the life. So she talked about she always drew, and she always had a figure in his life was her sister. Her sister was a kind of cheerleader with the art because she grew and she drew. So always her sister was a kind of cheerleader with the both activities. And Solange grew and was better with the practice. But when passed the time, she felt everything in her life got worse, but she never left to practice the art. She always was drawing and writing, so was like a kind of therapy for her. And actually she followed to practice to draw and write, but she has a lot of priorities, but she don't want to leave to do those activities because she knows those activities are more important for, I think, maybe for her health mind. So that was nice. I think the art and maybe the sports, or it's no matter the activity that you can practice, that maybe you can see another activities that are a kind of way for art. always help. I am agree with her about how different activities can help in the health mind, and how if we feel maybe a little bad or sad, how do different activities can help us to establish our emotions and our mind. So yes, it's important never leave the activities that we think those activities can help us um, to go out um, from the routine. And the three things that I think she has coherence in her text is use the draw and the writing for when she felt was everything super worse. So use that kind of things for help her mind and be more clear, is one thing. Maybe another thing is, I think, is that point of view of the metaphor is maybe a lot of people can share the same mind about that. So maybe had had yes had them she had the her sister as an cheerleader, so maybe because her sister know is important for the life, have some activity that can help you to clean your mind. And another thing, the the last one thing is actually she has to do a lot of things, but she knows she 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 has to do that activities because help her in her life. And that was everything. Thank you so much.